There's always something in the way, right? Welcome back to allthingsgumball.com. There's always something in the way of you accomplishing your goals. It could be a bill, it could be lack of funds, it could be just a rainy day, it could be a snowy day. But that's the challenges that we have as entrepreneurs. We're looking to build a business that will provide us with a lifestyle that we really want. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about something that happened to me in one of my locations. It's a limousine company, and it's a small limousine company. They only have probably 15 employees, I believe. Now, they don't have walk-in business. They don't have customers that come in to the location. You know, only 15 employees is a small number of people that are going to be taking advantage of the vending machine, but it's still there. And originally it was a 3-selection vending machine, a 3-headed vending machine. And it did all right. You know, it probably did $12, $15 a month profit. So it's kind of a little bit above average. So I didn't really want to lose the business or lose the location because of what happened. Now, what happened was they ended up moving because the building that they were in was just falling apart. I mean, I remember when I'd walk in there, when I'd service the vending machine, the floor was kind of warped. I felt like I was just going to fall through the floor. It was such an old building. And every time I'd drive up, I'd see these beautiful cars and these vans, these big cargo, not cargo vans, but big vans that would transport like 20 people at a time. And one day I drove up to service the vending machine, and I usually go there every 30 days or so. I drove up, and there's no cars in the parking lot. Now, that may seem kind of strange, and you may think, well, maybe they had the day off, but there was no cars. I'm talking nothing. There was not even any limousines in the parking lot. And normally when you drive up, you may not see the employee cars, which look like beaters or old cars that are beaten, rusty and stuff, dense. But these cars, the limousines, were immaculate. They were beautiful. They were well-maintained, gorgeous-looking, beautiful cars. And there was nothing in the parking lot. And it freaked me out because normally when you see something like that, if they don't call you, and that's why I recommend you put your phone number on the machine. If they don't call you, you may lose that machine because they will move out. And if they take the machine with them, that's good because they'll end up calling you when the machine is empty if your number is on the machine. And if your number's not on the machine, they may not call you. Well, they can't call you. And then they'll lock up the building and your machine will be stuck there. And you can look through the window and you can see your machine there, but you have no way to get in. And then you call the landlord and they don't answer the phone. There'll be a number on the side of the wall that says for lease, call this number, and then you call it and there's no answer. Or at least to a voicemail, and you leave a voicemail and they don't return the call. But the day that I went there and there were no limousines and no cars, there were a couple of people there that were tearing apart the building. They were going to demolish it. They were there to demolish the building, they were there to kind of do the prep work of demolishing because there was probably some asbestos or something in the ceiling or whatever, and they were preparing the building for the demolition phase. And I walked over and I talked to them, and I said, "What's going on?" And they said, "Well, we're tearing down the building." And I told them, I said, "I have a vending machine inside, a little gumball machine." And they said, "Well, the door's unlocked, just go get it." And I walked in, and I grabbed my machine, and right next to mine was another machine with the phone number on it. And I called him, and I said, "You better get over here real quick because you're going to lose your machine." So, keep that in mind when you're picking up your machine. If it's a business that's going under or whatever, if you see another machine, be nice. Call the other person. Maybe they'll do the same for you. And now, when I picked up the machine, I didn't have permission to bring it to the new location. And I didn't call them and ask them if I could bring it to the new location because more than likely they'll say no. They don't want any more hassle. They don't want any more trouble. They don't want any more of a mess on the floor that they have to sweep up. So a lot of times when you call and ask, they'll just say no to you. So I didn't call. I took the machine. I went home. Now this machine needed to be cleaned, but I have a machine that was ready. It was another 3 selection machine. And I filled it up with candy, and I just drove over to the new location, which was 30 miles away. And I snuck it in and dropped it off and then took off. I didn't wait around to see if it was okay. I just snuck it in, dropped it off. The door was open. It wasn't locked or anything. There were people in there. And I just kind of dropped it off by kind of in the back, actually kind of by the bathrooms. And then I left. Now, I didn't have my phone number on the machine for a reason. Because I thought to myself, if they don't want the machine, let's say I drop it off and I quietly sneak out, hop in my car, they may say, what's going on here? We don't want this machine. Oh, and there's a phone number on it. Let's call him. And then they call me and I'm 20 miles down the road. And I'd have to come back and get it. So I deliberately made sure that my phone number was not on the machine. Now, I didn't go back for about 60 days because I really wanted that location. And I was thinking if I go back after 30 days, they may still have remembered when I brought it, and they still may say, no, we don't want it. Take it out of here. I mean, I'd still have the 30 days worth of money, but I didn't go back for 60 days. And it was okay because that location, like I said, it only has 15 employees, so I knew I wasn't going to run out of candy. And I came back after 60 days and filled up the machine, and I walked out. I mean, nobody complained. Nobody said, get it out of here or anything like that. Okay, so in a way, they adopted the machine in their heart. When I came back a couple, like 2 months later, I brought a 4-headed machine and swapped the two. I put the 4-head in, and I took the 3-headed out. And again, nobody said anything. Nobody asked me to remove either of the 2 machines. And when I came back today, I just wanted to let you know I moved it from the place where I put it originally, kind of in the back. And as I said, I put it in the back because I really didn't want anybody to see me bringing it in. I kind of snuck it in quickly, dropped it, and took off. But if I would have dropped it off where there were people, immediately they may have said, hey, get that out of here. So today, I was able to put it in the break room where everybody is. And again, nobody said anything and nobody complained. So anyway, I hope this helps you with your vending business, and I will catch you on another video. Well, actually, you'll catch me on another video. So have a good evening, have a good morning, or have a good afternoon.